That's why not everybody can tap into the divine, because it takes a little bit at a time. But remember, and I'm going to say this, as I previously said, the goal here is kindness, and they don't like the negativity. There are also people who will use their gifts in a negative way to gaslight people into thinking they can do these things when they can't, or to go a little further than what their guides themselves are telling them, okay? So always be careful of that stuff, because not everything you hear is true, but not everything you hear is fake, okay? You know, do you need to salt your doorways? Yes. Do you need to do it specifically every month, every day? No, no. But if you feel called to do that, do that. And then I'm being told, but once you move, you'll find that you don't need to do it at that house anymore. Oh, I don't know who that was for. But you know who you are. So, you know, be careful of charlatans, I was just told. Be careful of masked men. Be careful of people who lie. You know, because you know, your spidey senses will tell you when that person's right. You know, like the people who say that karma isn't real and the power of 3 isn't real. And you know what? There is a lot of truth to a lot of truth to a lot of things. But at the end of the day, I have spoken personally with karma. They're true. It's just you have to get to that point where you step back and realize, oh, yeah, that was karma, wasn't it? And see where it affected you in your life to understand what karma is and dharma. I'm listening in and looking at a rock. It looks like a face. And so, you know, we're here and we're doing all of these things. And, you know, at some point we are where I am, and any range on the Venn diagram of clairvoyance, you know, whether it's newly clairvoyant in or even more than myself, because I know that I am not the end all and be all of everything. I am just a minor cog in the wheel in the clock, I was just told. I help keep things running smoothly, and the people that need to hear me will hear me when they need to hear me. That's true, Spirit. It's very true. So, while we're here, you know, we have this house that is ourselves. A house that is ourselves. No wonder I did not put this away last night.